Welcome to NewsRant24, the channel where we dive into everything from breaking news worldwide to groundbreaking research and all other fascinating things in between. Today we're tackling an intriguing and surprising topic. Why do some people get involved in activism? New research reveals that it's not always for the reasons you might think. In fact, some individuals with narcissistic traits use activism as a platform to boost their own egos rather than working toward genuine social change. This research, conducted by psychologists Krispenz and Bertrams in Switzerland, explored the relationship between narcissism and activism. Their focus was on the LGBTQ movement, examining whether people with narcissistic tendencies are more likely to engage in these kinds of causes than others. Narcissistic individuals, especially those with pathological narcissistic grandiosity, do tend to get involved. However, their motivations often revolve around virtue signaling, projecting an image of moral superiority, and satisfying their egos rather than truly supporting the cause. To better understand this, let's quickly break down the types of narcissism. Subclinical narcissism refers to traits like grandiosity, entitlement, or a need for admiration that fall below the threshold for a clinical diagnosis. These individuals can show traits of these behavior now and then. Pathological narcissism, on the other hand, fall above the threshold, much more severe, involving an exaggerated sense of grandiosity, self-importance, and entitlement that can lead to even more dysfunctional behaviors. The researchers explored these dynamics through the lens of the dark ego vehicle principle, or DEVP, which suggests that individuals with dark personality traits, such as narcissism, Machiavellianism, and even sadism, may engage in activism only for self-serving reasons rather than altruistic goals. Using advanced tools to measure traits like pathological narcissism and altruism, along with factors like age and gender, to not skew the result, the research revealed some startling insights. While narcissistic grandiosity was strongly linked to involvement in LGBTQ and the gender identity activism, the motivations behind this involvement were not about seeking control or dominance over others. Instead, it is more about appearing virtuous and gaining social recognition. Interestingly, traits like psychopathy didn't seem to play a major role in activism at all, but other dark personality traits from the dark tetrad appeared in varying degrees all over. Here are the 4 different personality traits that people within the dark tetrad will score very high on. Number 1, narcissism. It involves a self-perception of being exceptional and superior, leading to an obsession with oneself. Number 2, Machiavellianism is characterized by a manipulative approach, viewing others merely as tools to achieve personal objectives and goals. Number 3, psychopathy is marked by a lack of empathy and a readiness to exploit others without remorse. These individuals are malicious, exploitative, ruthless, and straight through mean people. Number 4, sadism entails deriving pleasure from causing pain or humiliation to others. What's particularly concerning is how all these self-serving behavior can harm a movement. Activism is supposed to drive collective social change, but individuals with narcissistic tendencies can divert resources, create internal conflicts, and even damage public perception. Think of high-profile stunts, like activists gluing themselves to roads or vandalizing artwork in museums. Actions like these often alienate the public and shift attention away from the movement's genuine goals. These individuals are only there to gain personal attention. This isn't to say activism should be avoided. On the contrary, this research highlights the importance of understanding the diverse motivations that bring people into these movements. By recognizing these dynamics, activists can better safeguard the integrity of their causes, ensuring that the focus remains on collective progress rather than inadvertently catering to mentally ill individuals seeking ego gratification. It's a fascinating and slightly unsettling look into human behavior. The research also showed that some of the controversies surrounding LGBTQ and gender identity activism not stem entirely from the issues themselves, but in part from the darker traits of individuals who hijack these movements to satisfy their own grandiose-driven needs for attention. The presence of narcissistic individuals within these spaces can have practical and damaging consequences, including the potential to undermine the movement from within. And with that, we'll wrap up this episode of NewsRant24. If you enjoyed exploring the psychology of activism with us, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into thought-provoking topics. Don't forget, stay curious, keep questioning, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jason Green for NewsRant24.